In this video capsule, I will show you how to activate and use the multi-site or network function in WordPress. A network is a collection of sites sharing the same WordPress architecture. A network is an administrator who manages the creation of new sites and their available options, such as themes or extensions. Creating a network can be complicated. You can facilitate the process by following the WordPress codex mentioned in the text above. Carefully follow each step described in the codex, starting with saving your database and all the files related to your site. To activate the multi-site function, you will need to first deactivate the WordPress extensions, then modify a configuration file with the FTP software. Afterwards, you can give a name to the site network in WordPress. Then you will have to modify two configuration files with the FTP software once the network is set up in WordPress. Finally, you will have to reactivate your WordPress extensions. I will guide you through these 5 steps in detail. Now, the first step is to select all the extensions in the extensions section and deactivate them. Afterwards, in order to have access to the network configuration option in your menu, you will first have to modify a configuration file. In order to do this, you need a FTP software such as FileZilla. If you are creating a WordPress site through ProfWeb's My Webspace, you will find the connection information in the advanced options of your account. Once you are connected, copy-paste the file wp-config.php on your computer. You can do so using a notepad if you are using Windows. In this file, add the code line mentioned in the codex at the end of the file, right on top of the following line. Save the file and copy it in your website using the FTP software. Finally, return to WordPress and refresh your web page. The Create a Network option should have appeared in your Tools panel. The third step now, the available options of this new section differ depending on where your website is hosted. If you are using ProfWeb's My Webspace, you can simply name your network here. Once the network has been created, you then need to modify 2 files. The first one is the wp-config.php file you had to change before, and the other is the .htaccess file. Both are found at the same place. If you don't see the .htaccess file, just make sure your FTP software shows hidden files. If it doesn't show up, then it could be because it doesn't exist. In that case, you can simply create it by temporarily activating the WordPress permalinks in the Settings panel. To modify the wp-config.php file, you simply have to copy-paste it to your computer, and then you can select all the text of the section and copy-paste it above the same line mentioned earlier. To modify the .htacces file, do the same. Copy-paste the file to your computer and then select all the text of the section and copy-paste it above the same line mentioned earlier. You can now copy-paste these two files back to your server. The last step is just to go back to WordPress and refresh the page. Now it will be slightly different. A new element will appear in the top menu. Now all you have to do afterward is to adjust the network options to your taste.